Hello again everybody and welcome back. Today I have a video for you guys that I just kind of came up with on a whim, kind of out of the blue, and figured why not. Today I will be sharing with you guys some of my favorite quotes from some really awesome books. That's pretty much it. Kind of self-explanatory, so let's get started. One of my favorite quotes comes from the last pages of Divergent, but don't worry if you haven't read it. It's not a plot spoiler because I won't tell you who said it. I might be in love with you, he smiles a little. I'm waiting until I'm sure to tell you though. Aww. If you read it, you know who says it, you know their relationship, you know what they've been through, and it just warms your heart, and it's just kind of a great way to slowly bring the book to a close. One of my favorite quotes is from The Fountainhead by Ayn Rand, but since I do not have my copy of that book with me at this very moment, I'm going to cheat because I know that that very quote is mentioned in The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I would die for you, but I won't live for you. It's short, it's simple, and I think it can be interpreted a bazillion different ways, but the way I see it is that you can die for someone, you can lay down your life for someone, you can end your life so that they can go on and prosper, I guess. But you can't be the reason they get up in the morning. They have to do that themselves. They have to build their own life. And I just think that maybe my interpretation will differ from a bunch of other people's interpretations, but something that kind of is really thought-provoking and has always just stuck with me. One of my favorite quotes of all time is from The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger, but I cannot read it to you because it's got about 15 FUs in it, so I don't want to offend anyone with my language. But brownie points to you if you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, if not, go Google it or read the book or something. I also have a quote for you guys from Reached, which is the third book in the Match series by Ali Condi, and it goes like this. You cannot change your journey if you are unwilling to move at all. I think it's one of those quotes that you might just be like, yeah, okay, whatever, you can't change your journey, because of course if you don't physically move, then you can't go anywhere, right? But I see it as this. You can't change your journey, you can't change your path, you can't change your life if you're unwilling to move, unwilling to make the change yourself. You have to have that determination, and you have to have that will to just take life by the reins and go for it yourself. About 3 things I was absolutely positive. First, Edward was a vampire. Second, there was a part of him, and I don't know how potent that part might be, that thirsted for my... I'm kidding, by the way. One quote that has been stuck in my head for a while comes from Easy by Tamara Weber, but it actually doesn't come from the book itself, it comes from the About the Author page. It goes like this. I'm a hopeful romantic who adores novels with happy endings, because there are enough sad endings in real life. I just kind of read that and was like, that's such a positive attitude to have just about writing and just about life in general. And I really admire an author who can go into a book and be like, I'm gonna write something happy because the world deserves something happy. Of course, I have a quote for you guys from The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. If you haven't read this book, first of all, go read this book. Second of all, the quote I will be reading is kind of a blatant spoiler of the plot, so just skip the next 30 seconds or so while I read and explain. The only person I really wanted to talk to about Augustus Waters' death was Augustus Waters. Now, I'm sure some of you are like, out of all the quotes in this book, she picks that one? Yes, and I'll tell you why. Because I just think it is the perfect way to sum up Hazel and Augustus's relationship, and I also think it's something that just shows how much you care about a person. And I think about that all the time in real life. Get in a fight with your best friend. Have you ever had that feeling where you're like, ugh, the only person I want to talk to about my fight with my best friend is my best friend? So it's something that's always stuck with me, and it's something that I think about in real life as well. Those are just some of my favorite quotes. There are a bazillion other quotes out there that I absolutely adore. This is just a small portion of them. So please, in the comments, tell me what your favorite quotes are. I would love to hear from you guys. So once again, thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow with another video. Alright, bye!